Hello, as always I'm Cosmic, and today I'm going to be talking about my first impressions with the PC version of Plague Inc. Now you may be saying to yourself, hey, I've seen this game before, and you would probably be correct in that assumption. Plague Inc. was originally an iOS and Android game that has now come to the PC via Steam Early Access. Now you no doubt know what the game is all about, so the purpose of this video is really to inform you on whether it's worth your hard-earned cash. Developed by one-man developer Ndemic Creations and originally released for mobile devices in 2012, Plague Inc. went on to be the 15th most downloaded paid iPhone game of 2012 in the US. In March 2013, the game went on to win multiple categories for the Pocket Gamer Awards, including winning Overall Game of the Year. So the game itself is a plague simulator. The object of the game is to infect and kill the entire world's population. Once you have selected what type of plague you're going to use, be it bacteria, parasite or a myriad of other options, you then go on to select where your plague will start by selecting your country of choice. Throughout the lifespan of your plague, you can evolve it, not only increasing its infectiousness but also its lethality. You accomplish this by purchasing various so-called evolutions with DNA points. DNA points are earned naturally by the plague spreading throughout the world, but also by clicking the DNA and the infection bubbles that pop up on the world map as the plague spreads. As your plague spreads and starts causing fatalities, authorities will start to take notice. At a certain point, scientists will begin to research a cure for your plague, and then the race really begins to see if you can kill the world's populace before a cure is developed. You can hamper the cure research progress by popping the research bubbles on the main map, but also by purchasing evolutions that hamper research development. I really enjoyed playing Plague Inc. on my iOS device last year. I thought it was a fun little title that had some replayability, but it certainly was not a core game. So it begs the question, is this title worth $15 of your hard-earned cash? And before the complainers out there say, well, you can't critique an early access title, I'll say this. If it's asking for money, I can damn well find out if it's worth that money, and that's what I'm going to do. In my opinion, in its current state on early access, it is not worth your money, especially since all you're getting is the main game, which I might add is the same version as the mobile game, bar a few graphical upgrades. Why spend $15 on something that you can pick up for less than $3 on your mobile device? That being said, there are some new features coming to the game, like multiplayer, speedrun mode and scenarios, but even then, will it be worth it? For me personally, to make the $15 really worth it, this game will have to produce a great multiplayer experience. The multiplayer needs to add what a single player experience lacks, and that is replayability. While the cooperative and competitive multiplayer modes do sound like fun, I do doubt whether it will hold people for long. I think the single player as well could have done with some rework too. If it was me, I would have added some more micro gameplay elements in there to add to the experience. Everything in the game is on a macro level. I would have added in some new levels, for example in like the game Spore, where you start off as a cell and as you grow the levels get bigger and bigger. You could have done that here. For example, you could have started in a small town of a country, and the aim would be to first infect the town, and then once you've infected the town it goes onto a county map, and then you try to infect the county and so on and so forth until you get to the world stage. I think that would have been a nice little upgrade for the single player experience. I really feel that small changes like that would have really added to the game and it would have really made spending $15 for what is essentially a mobile game a more justifiable purchase. I'm not saying that Plague Inc. is a bad game, because on the contrary it is very fun, if not a superficial simulator. I do feel that in its current state it really is not worth $15 of your money, and once the additional features are added it may be worth another look, but for the time being I'd wait either to full release if you're interested in playing the multiplayer, or if you're simply just interested in playing the single player, just pick it up on your mobile device for a lot cheaper. And that's pretty much Plague Inc. Evolution. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Do like, subscribe and leave a comment, and I will see you next time.